Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my weekly review for this week's episode of Fear the Walking Dead Season 6. This is for episode 15 now. It is called USS Pennsylvania. Alright, impossible spoiler warning if you have not seen this episode yet for Fear the Walking Dead Season 6. This is now the second last episode of the season, so we have one more episode, episode 16, which I think is hitting next weekend. There was a 1 week break or hiatus between episode 14 and 15. I guess they had to finish off probably some editing or something, or for some reason, maybe for a holiday and whatnot, they decided to take kind of a week off and then show episode 15 this weekend. So still one more episode left. This is not the finale of the season, but this is a very finale-esque type of episode. And it sort of, spoiler warning, ends with kind of a cliffhanger in that the USS Pennsylvania, which is the name of the episode, the submarine has launched off its missile, which has, it's going to basically level the whole place. Now, they don't know exactly where the missile is going, it sounds like, or where it's going to land, but based on the number of warheads on it, it sounds like it's going to pretty much wipe out, I think Dwight says at one point, like, most of the continent or something. Which I guess we'll see what happens in the... it's quite the cliffhanger finale because, you want to know what's going to happen. But, okay, well, 1 week's wait's not too bad to get to kind of see this final episode of Season 6. And I do think that this is one of the best seasons of Fear the Walking Dead they've ever done. Season 3, I think for a lot of us, has been regarded as the best season they've done so far, in that you had the dam at the end and some kind of epic stuff with that. But this one's pretty epic as well at the same time, in that you have Teddy, who is absolutely just crazy nuts, and he wants to basically level the place and do over. He wants to start over again, and unfortunately for everybody, he has run into Riley, who was a weapons officer on the USS Pennsylvania. So it sounds like he's able to, at least being a weapons officer and whatnot, he's at least able to kind of fire it off, and then I guess we'll see in next week's episode what kind of happens here. But it is pretty exciting stuff. It's definitely something different from Walking Dead that we've never seen before. There was never anything like this in the Walking Dead comic book series. Never anything like this in the Walking Dead television series. So it is very cool to see. And based on Teddy's backstory, it does fit pretty well that you'd see him do something like this. Really like what they did with him as a villain. I like him a lot more than Virginia, I think, and John Dory Sr. I think was used really well as well, kind of in a tracking him down type of thing. So Morgan kind of lets him go, lets Teddy and Riley go at the end of this episode here. So we are thinking that there's got to be in the finale episode 16, likely a confrontation between John Dory Sr. and Teddy, which could be really exciting to see. So basically, what do we have? So we have a section group going into the submarine in this episode as the episode plays through, trying to get there in time before the missile is shot off. And, like I said, by the time they get there to the end, they're just about, a few seconds too late. And there was some skirmishing and some different things that happened with Strand. I guess he tried to do a similar type of thing that he did earlier on this season and kind of maybe leave Morgan for dead so that the walkers would be busy with him and kind of go off and be the hero himself. But he runs into Dakota, and then we have Morgan kind of come back after that he was able to get away from the walkers that were going to chow down on him and stop Sue, or Dakota as Teddy likes to call her. So pretty fun episode. Lots of kind of parts in the submarine where you have walkers in and around kind of come up to them. There's some scary parts. There's the question of radiation, so you have kind of the meter with them, and they do run into one female zombie that looks like she's got kind of the bubbles on her. So it was pretty scary to see and they're going to go through anyway, and they're going to do what they have to do. So we have the scenes at the beginning here with Teddy. We have him and Dakota. We get the intro, which shows a spotlight for Strand in this episode, even though this kind of feels more like a Morgan spotlight episode, and it is pretty epic to see something like this in Walking Dead. Really happy that Morgan is still around in Walking Dead. Really happy that they've been able to use him in Fear the Walking Dead. Do miss seeing him in the original Walking Dead series, but he is really great to have in Fear, and it does elevate Fear and make it quite a bit better. So the Strand intro, they go into the submarine. We have specifically Grace, we have Dwight, we have Sherry, we have John Dory Sr., we have June, and we have Strand. And then kind of outside, we have sort of a good number of the others, Daniel and the others near the SWAT vehicle. And, the group is spread out, other locations as well, it sounds like, too. And then we have Alicia, who's kind of locked up in a bunker in the other location and will survive out the blast regardless, but the others are all in harm's way, it sounds like, or could potentially be atomized, or what would the word be here, nuked from orbit. So we have that. We go through, they're kind of going through the different sections as they get through. Grace is kind of communicating with the others, and Lucy somewhere in there too. And they're kind of going through, like I said, a good number of zombie kills in this one. Kind of a cool walkie-talkie moment where Teddy finds out that John Dory Sr. is there, and he kind of confronts him in voice, which is kind of funny. I like it because it kind of sets Teddy back a bit in that it feels like he catches him off guard, and it wasn't what he expected, which was fun. So I like that scene too. And let's see. I mean, the episode goes through. We see Strand and and Morgan, the stuff with Dakota, like I said, and then them launching off, and Morgan allowing Riley and Teddy to leave, kind of instructing Strand to do the same. So it just feels like kind of a partial episode, in that what happens in this episode is definitely not resolved. It's a cliffhanger to the end. We get to see some pretty good CG. Is it NASA level CG? It's pretty good, about NASA level CG as we see the missile or go off and kind of launch. And pretty exciting stuff, man. Where will it land? What will happen? Is there some way they could kind of disarm it or something, or stop it or cancel it? Could Morgan figure out a way there where he is to kind of stop it? I don't think so. It doesn't seem like there's any way from where the episode ends off that they would be able to press a cancel button or stop or something. It seems like it's launched now, so it's too late, and it's going to land somewhere. It's going to hit somewhere. And it's going to blow something sky high. How far, how much, we'll have to see. I'm thinking maybe those that are in the submarine, do they have enough protection to kind of survive out the blast wherever it is? It is certainly heavy duty, right, and sectioned off like crazy. So you'd think that that might be their best place to take refuge right now, and the others maybe kind of go climb in and everybody get in and close all the doors if it's gonna hit and there's nothing they can do. So I guess we'll see what happens in the finale episode. Awesome season for Fear the Walking Dead. I think season 6 has been great all the way through. I expected to see Virginia and the Pioneers be the villains kind of right through to the end. And instead, that's not at all what we've seen here. We've seen Teddy, his own kind of group here with the holding, and I think it's been really cool to see. Fast-paced through, so we didn't get bored of the Pioneers or anything like that. And a surprising kind of focus this season on John Dory that, I certainly didn't expect to see that. And them using Dakota quite a bit as well, too, even in this episode. So in terms of the score for this episode, a lead up to a finale, but it felt like a finale. I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. I think it's an awesome episode. Really great. Definitely something new. They got to throw the zombies in there with the crew, the naval crew that were running the submarine, so that's cool to see. It is Walking Dead, so you got to have some zombies. But, this is just something totally different for Walking Dead. Really great. And certainly leave your comments below. Let me know what you guys think. Are you looking forward to the 16th episode, the season finale for Fear? And are you going to come back and watch it for season 7? When the Walking Dead television series ends, will you come back and watch Fear if it's season 7 airs after or in between? Will you still watch Fear when the Walking Dead season 11 concludes? let me know. Leave your comments below, guys, and I'll see you back again soon. Sunday night, probably, for the live stream. Most likely we'll do one. And that's it for this review. Another very good episode of Fear. Very fun stuff. And I'll see you guys back again soon for another video. As always, this is Trev. I'm saying peace later, guys. See you soon.